if you don't want your 6-year-old being taught sex education and how to have sex with people, which statistics shows makes them more promiscuous, just like suicide education causes more suicide. It puts the idea in their heads. They can take your children. If you tell your children don't trust the government, they can take them. In the case of Barry Cooper and his son here in Central Texas with Williamson County. This is real. This is happening. This is going on. And the system is trying to train everyone to just give your children up to the state when they say. I mean, can you imagine being this woman? It turns out the media spun it like she slapped the baby in the face. And now it's being reported that she spatted the baby on the bottom, and no one even saw that. They suspected it, but that's what the woman said that she did now. How many cases have you seen where the flight attendants demand that mothers and fathers give their child Benadryl to make them go to sleep, even though it's not doctor approved and recommended until after 3 years of age? How many times have there been issues over that and the media has defended drugging the child? What does CPS do with children as young as 1 year of age? They put them on lithium, a deadly antipsychotic metal that toxifies the brain. They put them on Prozac-type drugs. They are putting masses of children younger than 1 year of age on these drugs. When CPS takes a baby and the toddler starts crying and throwing fits and being bad, they put them on hardcore antipsychotics. Now, what's more abusive? When a 2-year-old keeps trying to open the fence in the backyard and go out and play in oncoming traffic, spatting them on the hind end the third time they don't listen, and rebelliously puff up their cheeks and, act like little dictators, spatting them like you do a puppy with a rolled-up newspaper to let them know who's boss. It's all dog training. Humans are very similar to dogs. You study the globalist brainwashing through Pavlovian conditioning with the school bells and all the training. They know what they're doing. And they know you spat a puppy when it pees on the floor and doesn't go outside or doesn't pee on the newspapers. You spat them on the hind end with the newspaper. It's psychological. It doesn't hurt the puppy. They know that's the same thing for toddlers. And they know that once society falls apart, order out of chaos, that once you have a generation of spoiled brats, I see people all the time when I'm at the grocery store with some 3 or 4 or 5 or even 10-year-olds in some cases, throwing fits, screaming. I was in Target 2 weeks ago buying a mask and snorkel for an open lake swim I was going to do, and I saw what looked like a 7-year-old. The woman had 3 sons come over and punch his mother and look at her like he wanted to attack her. Well, let me tell you something. My 7-year-old did that. They wouldn't be doing it again. Nobody's going to hit my wife. And that's what happens. It's what the Bible talks about, how your sons and daughters will be over you. This is how society falls apart. This is how society degenerates. And they don't learn their boundaries. Then they get put into public school. And then they punch the teacher, or they punch the security guard, and they're disrespectful, and they get arrested and tasered and get taken to juvie hall where they get raped. And then when they complain, they get put on drugs. This is the system. And the system knows exactly what they're doing. Let me tell you something. When I was in high school, I was pretty good the last few years of high school. I was pretty bad the first few. Fighting, skipping school, to take my girlfriend out, things like that. But let me tell you something. What got me in line was the coaches taking me out and making me run around the football field till I threw up, and then taking me in and giving me 3 or 4 pops. And I mean with the big old paddle. And let me tell you something. I may have been 13 years old and pretty tough, but I did not like having my hind end with purple stripes across it. And I didn't like, in fact, I'd beg for those pops instead of being run till I threw up. And let me tell you, that's what America needs. And that's what needs to happen in this country. People, it's a lot better to be run till you throw up and to be given pops than to have the police come and taser you with 50,000 volts that can kill you and take you to jail. So see, should we spank children or let the state take them and put them on antipsychotics when they're bad, which irrevocably hurts them? That which does not kill you only makes you stronger unless it's these chemical lobotomies. Should we let the principals give licks and run people till they throw up, or send people to juvenile hall? You make the decision, America. We'll be right back.
Is your debt problem a ticking time bomb? Thanks to a new financial consumer relief program designed in response to the economic crisis facing millions of Americans, you don't have to wait until it's too late to defuse your debt. If you owe $10,000 or more in credit card bills and are struggling to make minimum payments, get ready to take down this number for free information that could potentially save your home, the lifestyle you're accustomed to, and your family's financial well-being. But don't wait. Studies show that if most debt problems are confronted directly, beneficial settlements, manageable monthly payments, and quick restoration of credit are more easily attained, potentially saving you thousands of dollars in interest charges, fees, and unpaid debt. Don't procrastinate. Call now for your free information and begin putting your economic house in order today. To qualify for this program, you must have $10,000 in credit card debt. Call the American Debt Associates at 800-876-2966. 800-876-2966. Again, 800-876-2966.
Gold. It's like nothing else on Earth. From the Romans through the Renaissance, from the Industrial Age to the Space Age, gold has weathered the test of time. For 6,000 years, gold has remained the ultimate store of wealth. According to the World Gold Council and the U.S. Mint, demand is at an all-time high. The stage is being set for the reemergence of gold as the common-sense alternative to a fiat paper currency that gets weaker every day. Midas Resources is proud to offer the hard-hitting report that arms you with the truth you need to protect you and your family from the Fed's plans for your hard-earned money. Don't gamble with your future. Call Midas Resources today and ask for your free copy of As Good as Gold. Call 1-800-686-2237 for the report the Fed hopes you'll never see. As Good as Gold can be yours by calling 800-686-2237. If you have ever thought about owning gold, you must read this report. Call Midas today at 800-686-2237.
We all know that Berkey water purification systems are the most trusted name in water filtration. As an authorized Berkey dealer for over 5 years and serving thousands of satisfied customers, the Berkey Guy offers amazing specials for Berkey water filtration systems. The Berkey Light systems include a set of self-sterilizing and recleanable black purification elements that purify water by removing chlorine, pathogenic bacteria, cysts, and parasites to non-detectable levels and remove harmful chemicals such as herbicides and pesticides. Order the Berkey Light system today, complete with 2 black Berkey elements for only $209, and the Berkey Guy will include 3 sport Berkey water bottles and ship everything to you free of charge. That's right, 3 sport Berkey water bottles and free shipping. An $87 value, yours free. Call the Berkey Guy at 1-877-886-3653. That's 1-877-886-3653. Or order online at goberkey.com. That's goberkey.com today.
The economy is crumbling, debt soaring, and the possibility of World War III is increasing. I started SurvivalistSeeds.com from my dining room table with a small bucket of seed and a single rotating banner ad on PrisonPlanet.com. 2 years later, we've sold over 40,000 pounds of heirloom seeds, becoming the largest bulk seed seller to the public. The majority of our customers are Alex Jones listeners. Now I'm offering 50 all-organic garden varieties, 10,000 heirloom seeds, a garden planner, and a CD teaching you how to save seeds so your children's children will always have healthy food. Don't wait until it's too late. I'm Big John Lipscomb, and my company is SurvivalistSeeds.com.
I hear the train a-comin', it's rolling around the bend, and I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on.
Jaron, one of our producers, made a good point during the break, and that was if you see somebody driving 80 miles an hour down the road and they pull over in a gas station and they've got children in the back, you just can't grab their children away from them. That's kidnapping. Well, this woman wasn't even seen spatting her child, but somebody heard the spat, and so the flight attendant jerked the child away and made a big scene. And I'll go back to it. They force vaccines on children that we know are brain damaging them, sterilizing them, reducing fertility, causing all these problems increases in cancer, killing them in many cases, and that's okay. We have children at age 3 going into puberty, little girls. We have little boys having their puberty delayed because they're being given female hormones. The little girls go into puberty early because of it. It has the opposite effect. That's incredible abuse. And where's the move to get bisphenol A out of all these plastic products that contain juice drinks and food and everything else? The system, with no evidence and without due process with these family courts, is waging war against the family and going after people's children over and over and over and over again. And the media spun this like, oh my gosh, you know, this mother was like the Taliban or something. We've got to do something. And I do think a 13-month-old is too young to spat. It doesn't have any effect. But the issue here is that they're hyping this up as a major story and spun it as if she slapped the baby in the face. And then you go back to the public schools where they won't discipline the children, and now discipline has disintegrated, and it's a war zone, and their answer is turn the schools into literal prisons, ladies and gentlemen. Now, before I get into some other news dealing with the border, I wanted to tell you that Jesse Ventura was here in town with us last week, working on his television show. I was helping him investigate things that will be covered in the show. But separately, while we were out driving around, I was able to do an interview with Jesse, as we always do when I go meet up with him around the country. This time he came to Austin, his second visit to see me here in Austin in the last few years. And it was an amazing interview, and it just went live at prisonplanet.tv. And you can go up there to the site, and there's banners there at the bottom of prisonplanet.tv, and you can see the image of Jesse Ventura right there, and click on that, or click on the movie features and watch the 15-minute interview with Jesse Ventura. The title of the video is Jesse Ventura Talks About Homeland Security, Gestapo, Hollywood Secrets, and more. And so, again, that is up on prisonplanet.tv for prisonplanet.tv members. A lot of times, I just end up putting these videos out on YouTube first, and I'm really going to make an effort to post them first exclusively for the prisonplanet.tv members. And, of course, they're all in higher quality than YouTube at prisonplanet.tv. My book, Paul Watson's book are both out of print. They're there at prisonplanet.tv. The 3-hour video simulcast of the radio show is live at prisonplanet.tv in 120-plus bit audio and video at prisonplanet.tv. All of my films in super high quality. Expanded extras that are only at prisonplanet.tv that are not on the DVDs themselves. Many other films like Don't Tread on Me, Rise of the Republic, we've been authorized to post there. Camp FEMA in the highest quality at prisonplanet.tv. And now a new, incredible film. It's so well produced. It's so powerful. They actually got interviews with top globalists. Top globalists won't give me interviews usually, but they'll give folks that aren't as well known, but soon will be. And I want to get the maker. He's been on before separately as an activist at the G20 on, because this is a great film. And it's titled United We Fall, talking about the North American Union, and he got top globalists to sit down and admit to all of this. So United We Fall, now up at prisonplanet.tv for prisonplanet.tv members. And when you're a prisonplanet.tv member, you get all of my films and so much more. And it also funds our operation and pays for the bandwidth and the other websites and everything else that we do. It's such a key part of funding our operation. So we're just trying to expand it, make it better all the time, add more content for you to fight the info war. prisonplanet.tv, 15 cents a day, $5.95 a month if you get a monthly trial subscription, or get a full year and get 3 months free, prisonplanet.tv. And I want to thank all the prisonplanet.tv members, because you have just really used the site as an armory of resistance to educate so many people. We'll be back live after this quick break. Please stay with us.
We're on the march. The Empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.